Welcome back to my Star Wars review series where I'm reviewing every theatrically released film leading up to the Mandy and Grogu movie. And we are at the big dog. We're at the one that started it all, Star Wars, or as George Lucas later called it, Star Wars A New Hope. And there's so much that can be said about this film. There's so much that has already been said. What is iconic about this film is iconic. What's amazing about this film is amazing about it. But you don't need me to tell you all those things. Rather, I'm gonna take this review in a bit of a different direction and tell you how it made me feel and kind of what I observed about it as an experience. Because with as huge as Star Wars has become, obviously, could you really imagine there was a point in time where Star Wars didn't know that it was Star Wars? It's coming off of these other films that you go back and revisit this one that you realize, oh yeah, I mean, Star Wars was originally very simple. It didn't have these imposing expectations of lore. It didn't have these fan expectations of what the characters should or shouldn't do, can't or can't do. This movie was basically the cinematic equivalent of George Lucas in a kid nature just playing in a sandbox with this great imagination and just telling a story with complete freedom. It's important to notice that. It's important to acknowledge that because in this world where franchise filmmaking has become so cynical and it's just making a product and it's just making these films we don't want to see, but Hollywood knows will somehow give them our money because it's this grand IP or anything. But when you watch this film today, it does feel in a way that this film does take a while to get going. Yet at the same time, I was immersed in this world. The practical effects here still look amazing and real, and they're so much better than a lot of the CGI that would come afterwards. And this movie just had this very straightforward but very present, quiet tension throughout it that I think was achieved just through the directing. That this film just didn't have to rely on battle sequences or space battles for excitement. There is a space battle at the end of this movie, but that's the icing on top of a lived-in world and an intentionally paced story. So everybody knows this movie's a well-known classic. It inspired so many films afterwards, so it's obvious that this is supposed to be a fantastic movie, but it is legitimately great. It's legitimately extraordinary filmmaking. And I'm going to give Star Wars an A.